Good evening. Καλησπέρα σας. Welcome to our show Faces. New face tonight with us. It's, shall I say your name and let me know if it's wrong? I mean,
Okay.
Is it Arleth Cristina?
It's correct.
Correct, yes?
Yes.
And you are from Spain?
No.
No.
My parents moved to Spain, and however, I am originally from Colombia, from
Colombia,
Cartagena,
yes. Okay.
a beautiful city.
You born there, yes?
I was born in Cartagena, yes.
And you moved to Spain and then England?
No,
Give us a little bit more information about your, background.
Well, I've been living in England for at least 30 years.
30?
Yes.
Okay.
So my niece was in a beauty competition.
Oh.
So, sorry, they use sort of kind of like, it's not, shall we say, that it's not my niece, it's my cousin.
Your cousin?
Yes.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was in a beauty competition, and
She won a competition?
She won the competition, and they gave her a state in the UK, and so she introduced me to the UK like
How
that.
long ago it was that?
30 years ago.
What's her name? I might remember her.
Veronica.
Because Veronica, you see, I remember Veronica when she won, yes. Is she okay now?
She's gorgeous, yes, she's fine.
Yes, beautiful. Okay, that's nice. And then what's happened? You moved with her?
No, she gave me, so she said to me, it's a lovely place to come. She gave me some contacts because I wanted to kind of come to study. So
Okay.
I came to St. Thomas's Hospital.
Mhm.
I managed to study orthopedic physiotherapy
Okay.
with one of the best people at the time, Dr. Syriax, and his wife, Patricia.
Mhm.
And from them on, I started to work in the NHS.
Okay.
I worked in the NHS for at least 18 years.
Mhm.
And at the same time, I had my own practice, which has been fantastic.
Mhm. Is still going on, yes?
Yes, still going on.
And you told me earlier on, you say you have 4 or 5, how many places?
I had 5 clinics in the southeast of England. However, currently we are restructuring the company because I was doing basically traditional physiotherapy,
Okay.
in which the client comes and you treat them and you have 1-2 treatments and then you don't see the client anymore. But
What is traditional therapy actually? I mean,
something
what is,
like people come from neck pain, back pain, shoulder pain, and you deal with that little part of the body.
And you deal through exercises or what?
Yeah, you do manual therapy, which is moving the joints. You do exercises, you advise them. You perhaps use electrotherapy, use acupuncture. I use acupuncture a lot for at least 20 years.
Never use medicine?
Medicine,
Yeah.
we are autonomous, so that means that we actually examine the client and we look at psychological aspect, the physiological side of it. If at some point you find that somebody has got a medical condition, a reason to go to the doctor for, say, cancer that you suspect, we call it red flags. So then you actually send the client to the doctor to be assessed. If you find that the client is not moving as they should be moving, perhaps you're looking into kind of Parkinson. So all that kind of things. So we see the client as a whole. And I also took a diploma in injection therapy, and I used to teach the doctors, the GPs who go to around the surgeries, and to teach them how to inject a joint, the hand, the shoulder, the knee.
Yes.
And I did that with one of the orthopedic consultants. So the two together, we were going around the doctor's surgery, because the GPs sometimes don't have that.
They are not trained
to do joint injection. So, but we do that.
So sometimes you invite it to do it your own, and sometimes you show them how to do it.
Yes, both of them. Sometimes they even just call the doctor and they say, "Oh, Christina, come along and show me how to inject sort of a hand for a carpal tunnel or for the quer vein or something like that.
Okay. What are the usual problems you face? I mean, with people coming to you?
From head to toe, anything could be. So you can have neck pain for different reasons, shoulder pain. I love shoulders, and so is my specialty.
You mean you love people to suffer so you can have something to do? Or?
I like to see people better.
Yeah.
So, and if anybody is suffering, as I said to in one of my leaflets here, I don't want people to suffer in silence. I like for them to actually
come join you
and kind of do not if you're suffering sometimes and you don't realize that you with 1 or 2 treatments you can get better, very quickly. But what is kind of recently in my mind is that we have got a population that is growing older. I think they are estimating that we can actually live around about 87 years now, and I thought we need to reach that age healthy. So I want to create a program that will look at the person holistically, so that kind of will see the physical aspect, psychological aspect, what are you eating as well. Because it's like if you are putting diesel in a petrol car, you need to actually look after what you're eating, because I can say to you, please do all these exercises.
And you don't look after your...
you are not looking after your diet.
Your diet, yes.
So I would like to see the people holistically. So in that case, and also it has been shown that 19 minutes of exercise a day will be good enough to maintain your sort of health, self-esteem, your mood, all your psychological and physical aspect will be targeted, and you will be living longer.
Is it any time in a day, or is it a specific time?
Anytime. And I just kind of, I just said to people, why you don't do it? And they said to me, time, my work. I like to have somebody to motivate me. I said, well, perhaps I could create something in which I can assess you, and I go and find what is wrong with you. And if I don't find anything wrong, give you something that to target you and maintain you healthy. And then I will send somebody, a physiotherapy assistant, to check you daily. And at the end of the 3 months, I will say, right, let's look at how were you at the beginning, how you are at the end, the developments.
Yeah.
Because even young people said to me, I haven't got time, and sometimes I haven't got the motivation. Also, the other thing, Warren, is that there is an awful lot of people who live on their own. And I thought bringing that person in will give that little bit of highlight to your day and say, how are you today? Kind of, can we see how we can help you? So I just that is what I'm actually focusing at the moment, trying to develop that.
Yes, and you have some, clips on a website. So can we go and see one of these clips,
Of course.
To see what exactly happened with
my clients,
with your clients? Yes. Yeah. Okay, and then we'll come back again.
Lovely, thank you.
Let's go and see this clip, please. Thank you very much.
I've been suffering from terrible hip pain, and had problems walking and putting my shoes and socks on and getting dressed, etc. And I went to my GP, who sent me for x-rays, and he informed me that both hips were worn and that I would need hip replacements. In the meantime, my physiotherapist at Arleth Health had recommended exercises which were supervised daily, and within 3 days I started to feel the benefit, and I was able to discontinue the strong painkillers that I'd been given, and from that day I've gradually got better and better, and now I'm almost back to how I used to be. I can work on the farm again, cut the grass, drive my tractor, and the greatest thing of all is that the pain has gone away.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we get an idea what's happening with the results. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Now, tell me about. How can anyone get in touch with you? And is it taking a long time to get over or to heal their problem or whatever?
No.
How is this working?
No, actually, how do you get in touch with me? Will be through the website. It's my name, Arleth, Alfa Romeo Lima, Echo Tango Hotel, health.co.uk. And you've got in there sort of all the testimonials. And I've got 2 practices in Potas Bar. And well, basically, the clients come to me. I had clients that they improve dramatically, as you can see from the testimonials, within 3 sessions. But what I'm trying to say to people is that you need to maintain your exercise regime. It's not something that you do today because you are in pain. You need to maintain it for good. So currently, one of my clients, as you see probably in the website, is from Germany. He is 67, and he just recently took his sailing boat from Spain all the way to South America, to Cartagena, to where I was born. He's got his sailing boat there. Now, I'm not expecting everybody to take a sailing boat from Spain to South America and crossing the Atlantic, but I would like to keep people healthy to that level. You'll see him cycling. And I just think, gosh, it's fantastic to be able to have people age 70, 80 looking good. And that is my aim. And I just thinking, if we can do something about it, it will be just beautiful.
So in other words, you suggest, to be healthy is 2 things actually they have to take care of. Is their, diet, what they eat, and exercising. Is that okay?
Yes,
Yeah.
but there is one thing that we all say, we need to actually see how we look at ourselves. What do you want to get out of life? How would you like to see yourself in 10 years' time, in 20 years' time?
So you have to program.
It's it's a case of looking at the way how you actually perceive your health, your well-being. So you've got the psychological aspect. We will, if we find that you need a psychologist, cognitive behavioral therapist, I will point you into that direction. If the person maybe needs an occupational therapist because we found somebody in the home that maybe is using an aid, I will again point you into that direction. But by having an assessment, I will try to get the best out of you and try to actually look at long-term goals. What do you want to actually achieve? But the best is to, as I said, to keep fit and healthy and to prevent problems. Sometimes we just get problems because we are sitting wrong at the computer. I had a client who is a banker. By staying sitting at his desk for hours, he ended up having an impingement of his hip. So he had an operation. And he's a man who is 47. So that is kind of amazing that I said, well, we need to target the population. We need to target people and to give them the knowledge to look after themselves and to keep themselves fit and healthy. So from the age of 40 to the age of 90, you are well. So it's not a case of
Yeah. So I suggest the best thing to do to find these people and to inform them before they get to the stage when they're going to need you to, give them your services, is to write a book. Yes. Are you planning to write a book?
well, that could be something that we could look into.
Yes, I mean, if you write a book and you sell it and promote it, people will get it, read, and find out why that people are coming to the stage when they need you, for example, or they need somebody to heal their, to sort their problems out.
The limitation, the restrictions. Yeah, sometimes it's an awful lot of how we look at life, isn't it? You kind of sometimes put money before your health. And I talk about your work before your health. And it should be a balance.
It's everything before something else. I mean, it's everything before, you get worst. If you think about it, and before you get upset,
you need the preventative.
You have to prepare yourself. Yeah. So this is, the most important thing for people is to get information. So for you to, have success, more success, I think, is to prevent people from having their problems by writing a book and, publish it. And then the ones that are not listen to you, they're going to come to you and heal them.
Yeah, I very much would like the promotion of this, somehow to spread the good word, spread the being fit and well. And however, as I try to reach by any kind of media, all the people out there. It's so important that you look after yourself, that you keep happy, that you keep well, and anything that I could do to facilitate this would be fantastic.
Do you have any other people working with you? Because
yes.
You say you have 4
clinics.
Clinics, yes.
The clinics, as I said, we restructuring the company. And at the moment, I only have the 2 in Potos Bar. However, all the physiotherapists who work with me are asking me to go ahead and to open these branches in other places, in Birmingham, in the southeast. And I said to them, yes, let's start with a pilot sort of company here. And then we can actually implement this everywhere else.
Good.
Yes.
So these are your plans, yes?
These are the plans who are actually working right now.
Okay. Okay. In this case, if you want people to get in touch with you, you can always mention your website again, and you can always give a telephone number. It's no problem.
Yes, my telephone is 01707 246 400.
And your website?
Yeah, the website is my name, Arleth, Alpha Romeo Lima Echo Tango Hotel, -health.co.uk. And I repeat my telephone, 07748. Oh, sorry, that's my mobile. 01707 246 400.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for giving us all the information. And I already get some, ideas how to be healthy. I mean, by not going into the stage when I'm going to need someone to heal my, problems, my pain and all this kind of thing. So, do you think smiling to people, give them, more, to think about being relaxed and all this kind of thing?
Oh, very much. And then again, kind of think about something beautiful every day. Do something good every day.
Yeah, I'm going to think about you all the time. So I can feel, nice and, comfortable, yes?
You have a good image in your head, yes.
Yes, lovely, beautiful, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's been nice to have you in our show.
Thank you
and I
so
wish you all
much.
the best for future. And hope to see you soon when you have news, when you develop, new clinics, when you have decide what you want to do, you can always come back to us and talk to us again.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your kindness and your
beautiful.
help.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That's it. This is it. Thank you very much for being with us tonight. I hope you get the message. Till next Sunday, same time, same place, with a new face or faces. Take care of yourselves. Good night.